God has been moving pieces behind the scenes, conversations you never heard, people you never met, opportunities you never saw coming. He has been preparing a road for you that looks nothing like the one you imagined. The blessing ahead is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not comfortable. It is miraculous. God is preparing a breakthrough so specific and so perfect for you that the pain you endured is going to make sense in a way you never understood before. You have been tested in areas of patience, trust, and faith. You've been asked to let go of what you wanted so God could give you what you needed. He removed people who were draining your spirit. He closed doors that would have broken your heart later. He paused things you were not ready to receive. He protected you from battles you didn't know were coming. And even in moments where you questioned Him, God never removed His hand from your life. You are entering a moment where God is turning the page. The heaviness you've been carrying is beginning to lift. The confusion that clouded your mind is beginning to clear. The fear that once paralyzed you is losing its power. You are stepping out of a season of waiting and into a season of receiving. You are stepping out of survival mode and into purpose mode. You are stepping out of the storm and into the sunlight God has prepared for you. There is a new strength rising inside you, a strength that came from battles you thought would break you. You didn't realize it at the time, but those storms made you wiser, stronger, more aware, more patient, more compassionate, more spiritually awake. You grew in ways you couldn't see. You developed resilience you didn't know you had. You discovered a depth of faith that only hardship could have revealed. Every time you felt like giving up, God was whispering, "Hold on, I'm not finished." Every time you felt overwhelmed, God was saying, "Look to me, I will carry you." Every time you felt lost, God was guiding your steps. There are moments in life when the ground beneath you feels like it is shifting, when the familiar becomes strange, and when the things you once trusted no longer feel stable. You wonder why certain doors closed, why certain relationships ended, why certain prayers felt ignored, and why the path you were walking suddenly changed without warning. But God wants you to know today that nothing happening in your life is random. Every movement, every change, every shift, every delay, every disappointment, God has allowed them for a divine purpose you cannot see yet. You've been walking through a season of refinement, not punishment. God wasn't trying to break you, He was trying to build you. He wasn't trying to weaken you, He was strengthening the parts of you that would be needed for where He is taking you next. There are moments in your journey where God strips away things you thought you needed, people, comfort, security, habits, environments, not because they were bad, but because they could not go with you into the next chapter of your calling. There were seasons where you felt alone, but heaven was closer to you in those moments than ever before. Every quiet tear you cried became a seed for the blessing God is preparing. Every sleepless night became soil for the restoration He intends for you. Every moment you whispered, "God, please help me," was heard by a God who never ignores the voice of His children. You may have felt abandoned, but you were actually being guarded. You may have felt rejected, but you were actually being redirected. God has been moving pieces behind the scenes, conversations you never heard, people you never met, opportunities you never saw coming. He has been preparing a road for you that looks nothing like the one you imagined. The blessing ahead is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not comfortable. It is miraculous. God is preparing a breakthrough so specific and so perfect for you that the pain you endured is going to make sense in a way.
When God opens a door, no person can shut it, no enemy can block it, and no situation can delay it. Some doors closed because they were dangerous. Some people left because they were not part of your destiny. Some opportunities failed because God knew they would hurt you later. He wasn't rejecting you, He was protecting you. You will walk into rooms you once prayed about. You will sit at tables you didn't know existed. You will step into blessings that don't even make sense. When God elevates you, He does it publicly. And He is about to reverse everything that was meant to harm you. The pain that was meant to break you will bless you. The loss meant to destroy you will develop you. The setback meant to stop you will set you up for something bigger. God is flipping the script. The hardest battlefield is often inside your mind. You fight thoughts like, "I'm not enough. I'm too broken. I'll never heal. God is disappointed in me," but God is not disappointed in you, He is invested in you. Your mistakes didn't shock Him. Your weaknesses didn't surprise Him. Your failures didn't change His plans for you. He knew your journey would include tears, doubts, struggles, and questions, and He chose you anyway. Every person God used had a comeback, and you will too. You are not ending in defeat. You are not ending in fear. You are not ending in pain. God is writing a comeback in your life so powerful that those who knew your past won't believe your future. You are rising again. God is restoring what you lost, not just replacing, but multiplying. Your peace, your joy, your confidence, your fire, your passion, your purpose, everything that was stolen will be restored. God is giving you back more than you lost. Strength is returning. Clarity is returning. Hope is returning. Opportunities are returning. You will not end empty, you will end overflowing. You are not behind. You are exactly where God wants you. You may feel late, but you are right on time for what God has prepped. That's why the battles have been fierce. That's why the pressure has been intense. That's why your attacks came out of nowhere. The devil fights hardest against those who are chosen by God. If the enemy could have destroyed you, he would have done it already. The fact that you are still here is proof that God's hand is on your life. There were attacks you never saw, traps you never knew about, storms you never knew God deflected. He protected you from things you didn't even know were coming. Something in the spiritual atmosphere around you is shifting. Chains that held you for years are breaking. Doors that were shut are unlocking. Places where you were rejected are preparing to call your name. God says your waiting season was not a waste. It was preparation. He wasn't punishing you, he was positioning you. He wasn't withholding, he was training you. He wasn't delaying, he was perfecting you. You are stepping into a season where the things that were hard will become easier. What was slow will accelerate. What was confusing will become clear. What was painful will become purposeful. You've cried enough. You've fought enough. You've carried enough. Now God says, it's your turn. Life feels heavy when you try to carry it alone, but God is whispering, give it to me. Put it down. You don't have to carry this anymore. You were never designed to be your own strength. You are not meant to fix everything. God does not expect perfection, he expects surrender. He wants the broken pieces you hide from others. He wants the fears you don't talk about. He wants the wounds you think he doesn't want to see. Because God specializes in restoring what others consider ruined. He turns ashes into beauty. He turns fear into courage. He turns weakness into strength. He turns pain into purpose. And right now, he is calling you higher, into a new identity, a new mindset, a new strength. God is calling you out of the fear that has held you, out of the insecurity that has limited you, you. Today, as you hear these words, something in your spirit is waking up. Something deep inside you is stirring because God has a message for you, and he is placing urgency on it. This is not an accident. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine interruption. Heaven is leaning toward you right now, and the Lord is saying, my child, this message cannot wait. You may feel tired. You may feel unseen. You may feel like your prayers have been hitting the ceiling. But God says, I am closer than your breath. I am not far away. I am speaking into your life right now. Listen to me. You may think your life is stuck, but God says your story is not finished, your purpose is not cancelled, and your future is not destroyed. You are standing in a moment where heaven is trying to get your attention because something is about to shift. There are seasons when life becomes heavy, when your strength feels small, and when the silence of God feels louder than the noise of the world. There are moments when you cry quietly so nobody hears, moments when you carry a weight that no one around you truly understands. You smile on the outside but bleed on the inside. You encourage others but feel empty yourself. You show strength, but inside you feel fragile. And yet God says, I saw it. Every moment. Every tear. Every silent battle. I heard the prayers you couldn't even speak. I never left you. Heaven's silence was not God's absence. His delay was not his denial. Every second you thought he was ignoring you. He was actually arranging things you could not see. While you were breaking, he was building something deeper inside you. While you felt lost, he was guiding you. While you felt weak, he was strengthening you. There are things you haven't told anyone. Fears you bury. Doubts that whisper in your mind. The pressure of trying to be strong for everyone around you. But God says, I know. I see. I understand what no one else understands. God knows the heaviness you carry, the thoughts you